Alright, welcome back everybody. I have something really unusual here. I don't know how many of you have ever received a package like this from the post office, but guess what? They really do care. Not only did they rescue this package for me, they re-taped it, they bagged it, they cared about it. Let me show you what the seller sent to me. And this has been addressed, and I won't go into too much detail about the whole thing. I got the other end open. So, I got this open, obviously I got the tape off for all of you. So, except for the protected information on the package, can anyone notice anything unusual about this? So, first of all, that tape, I believe, is from the post office. This box has 8 rolls of nickels in it. It's not a light box. That's a heavy box. I'm not pretending there. So, there was no tape. The seller didn't put any tape on the box. On the side, it broke from the weight. But there isn't even evidence that there was any tape on the box. They just didn't tape it. So at some point, I assume it broke open and fell out. And I'm astounded at a few things. One is the post office not only rescued my package, all the rolls were there. That's amazing. I was not happy. I did contact the seller. That's maybe a whole nother discussion on how to protect yourself, but it just so happens I got an amazing deal on these. It doesn't mean that they deserve to be thrown on the floor because of a lazy seller. Let me point something else out. There's no packaging. There's a lot of room in there for these to move around, smash against each other. Clearly, I don't know what these looked like when they started, but they're destroyed. Out of the rolls, a couple of them when I roll them on the table are no longer dead straight, which is not a good sign for mint rolls, because what you're searching for is particularly fantastic specimens. So the roll that came out the worst, I believe, was this one. So this one, you can actually see some shiny coin sticking out the end. Obviously the end of this roll took an impact. Mostly these nickels are in pretty nice shape. So what I've decided to do, obviously some of these in the middle have taken some damage. There's no way that they survived so well. Look at that luster on the end coins. I'm hoping for some of the rare nickel toning that doesn't happen very much. And I'm hoping that some of the end coins just didn't take as much impact as the middle. In this one you can actually see a dent. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there is a dent right there, which means this roll may have taken an impact this way, maybe from another roll in there. It's just unfortunate, but I'm going to put some positive vibes into this. I'm going to have you all wish me some luck. I won't film all of it. Maybe I'll film the beginning and end of each one, and I'll certainly show you the results. But I'm going to spend some quiet alone time, maybe not alone, but quiet time, looking through these. So the good news about these rolls is that I got an amazing deal. I'll tell you that after all was said and done, I got them for about $3 a piece. So let me show you the different ones I got. They're all from the Westward Journey nickel series. These are all original mint rolls. So we're looking for like MS68, maybe a 69, highly unlikely after rolls have been treated like this. But let me show you what I got. So we have the paddle boat. The flat bottom boat, I believe is what it's called, if I remember that correctly. And we have 2 of each roll. It's from 2004, 5, and 6, if I remember correctly. And I think I have a D and a P of each roll. A D mint mark for Denver and a P for Philadelphia. So this roll is the P roll. I have a D one also. And this one is Oceans in View. This one, we have a nice end there. Again, these have some really nice luster, so I'm hoping for the best. I really hope they all didn't get wrecked in the middle, but I know I'm going to see some damage. Coin against coin. So Ocean in View is pretty cool. So, and that first roll was 2004. This is 2005. And then from the 2006 series, and like I said, I have a couple of each. Actually, I have 2 other 2005 that are different, but I have 2 from each of the design series, I should say. So this again, it's the Westward Journey. And here we have Jefferson in view. Nice luster again. Some of these, I know there's going to be some nice ones on the ends. So this one is Return to Monticello. And Return to Monticello is just what it says. The design returns to the Monticello design on the reverse. And then the final design that I have in my selection of unfortunate nickels. Hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully they're not unfortunate. So then we have another from the Westward Journey. And again, we have a Jefferson on the end with some beautiful original luster. It's actually hard to see toning until the coins come out sometimes, but some have some subtle toning that's really nice once the coin comes out. And on the other end here, we have Jefferson again, so let me grab that other roll. Let's see what we got here. So the other one had Jefferson on both ends. Here we go. So this is the bison, the buffalo, the bison, whatever you would like to call it. I'm not sure that it's the purebred animal it used to be, but it's a nice design based on that original buffalo nickel. So I'm hoping for the best. They're not all damaged from the outside, but dropping these from carrying height to the floor, or possibly a machine moving it along and it came apart and somebody noticed it. I just appreciate the post office a lot right now, as we all should, and many of us have for many months now, because some of us have been depending on them for life-saving supplies, among other things. So thank you, and I won't be shy about letting people know that that is the truth, my friends. They care. They really do care. So I'm going to open these, and I'll certainly be sharing those results with you. It's going to be interesting. Let me get them out of the sun before they all turn gray. Thanks for watching again. So I just wanted to give everyone a little update here on how my search is going. I'm going through the whole Westward Journey series nickels, because they unfortunately arrived Unfortunately, they arrived in a damaged package, and I know that the hopes of finding 68, 69s, even MS67 coins is pretty low, just based on how these rolls have been treated. But here's some results so far that I'll share with you. I actually will also show you some of the differences in these. The Westward Journey 2005D Western Waters coins actually are a nightmare for finding in fantastic condition, and it's simply because the design is very high relief. His face has a lot of high points above the brow, his cheek, the chin. It just has a ton of high points. So, by the way, my labeling is a guess. I try to be very conservative. So this nickel in MS67 would be $1,050 nickel. Yeah, $1,050, and it's because it's so incredibly hard to find in that magical 67, 68 condition because of the large surface areas. The back tends to be pretty good. It'll get some scratches here in the details, high points. Alright, so I have some full sun happening here, so let me show you the details of this guy. So my guess on this one is that it's an MS66. Look at that beautiful luster. So as expected, a lot of these coins have what almost looks like wear from being inside an original mint roll. Just, I'm sure, due to how they've been treated. But you can see this is gorgeous. I think this one is easily an MS66. You can tell me what you think in the comments. So let me show you some more of my results so far. So by the way, this is the 2005 D Western Waters nickel. So the next one, I believe, is also an MS66. So you can see the contact marks from other coins is a little different on this one, but it's the amount that counts. So the back of these is tending to be absolutely brilliant because the edges tend to take most of that wear when they're in the rolls. And as long as the rolls stay tight, the coins really aren't moving against each other. So from the same roll, both end coins, and keep in mind these are not very old coins, 16 years old, has a little toning. I'm guessing this is a 66. I don't know if you can see the toning. It's got a little rim toning on the back too. It's kind of gold. Toning on the front is nice. It's turning that reddish green. Could end up being really nice. Give it 50 years. Here's another one. So this was the other end coin, and very nicely toned also. Especially for such a young coin. Toning takes a long time. So hopefully you can see some of that color. In the back of that one, a little more toning than the other one. So very nice. Okay, so the other roll that I opened is the 2004 D Keelboat series. I think I called it the flat bottom boat. I believe that is another term for it. They were made to be used as lumber when they were done with them, floating them down the stream, built very burly so that the bottom could be destroyed by rocks without sinking the boat, and then they would take them apart and use them to build houses and things. So this one is about $150 in MS67. This is for me a maybe, somewhere between 66 and 67. You can see it's much more of that traditional nickel design, so the high points aren't as fierce as the Keelboat, as the Western Waters series. But the Keelboat, the sail tends to get some scratches there, and the field, the background. So this one's really nice. It's a possible 67. That would be a $150 coin compared to a $1,000 coin for the other one, because it's a little more realistic to find these in better condition. I'm just excited that I was able to even find something like this in this roll after what it went through. Again, thank you, USPS, for rescuing. So again, this one is maybe a 67, maybe. You can tell me in the comments. I'm not afraid. I try to be very honest with my grading and very tactful about it, so that if I get my grading back, hopefully I get surprised in the correct direction. And when I think it's a 66, maybe it'll come back as a 67. That's the hope when you're a conservative grader. And then this one is maybe the nicest one in that roll, I think. Most hope of getting a 67. Beautiful. Look at that luster on that one. It almost looks silver. Really nice. The back of this is spectacular. So I hope you're enjoying this little update. I have 6 more rolls to go, and I'm going to show you one more special thing. So let me show you one more thing here. So out of these 6 rolls that are left, 2 of them are the Monticello, Return to Monticello. It's a 2006. It's technically not part of the Westward Journey series, in the sense that the imagery is from the Westward Journey. This roll, this series, this design signifies the return to the Monticello design, the traditional nickel design. And one thing that held true with this return to the design is it's the newer portrait of his face. This one has actually kind of a satin finish on this end coin, ender, as we say. So that might just be kind of a satin-like toning from being exposed for 16 years, 15 years. But on the other end, something very special. So I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you'll all be able to see that. So the difference in price at various MS states is pretty big, like many of the older nickels, for when those steps at the bottom of Monticello, right at the bottom of my finger there, are full and unbroken. NGC can grade them as 5 full steps or 6 full steps. PCGS just grades them as full steps. This end coin not only looks to be in spectacular condition, it's full steps. So right off the bat there, if the other side's beautiful, that's something like a $70 coin if I remember the conditions correctly. I'm going to post the different prices for all of these as I go. Hopefully I give myself enough time in the video to show you all that. But look at that. That kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect to see full steps right on the end. Happy about that. Thank you, USPS, for saving my rolls. Look at that. That's beautiful. I might do this one next.